Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes podcast. This is Case 12, Color of Lightning. Sounds of lightning. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Call of Cthulhu, a sci-fi horror role-playing game. Your investigators of the unknown are Gabe as Roy.
I really didn't expect it to be named first here.
It's a mix-up. Matt as Rocky.
I, on the other hand, fully expected you to be named first.
He was born first.
And Brian as Pippa.
Have you guys seen my new bench downtown?
You got a whole bench to yourself, huh?
I'm a real estate agent, remember?
Would you say you're a realtor or
No, I'm a
realtor?
No, I'm a real
He's a relator?
Sorry, I had something on my throat.
It was a bench.
So you work with fishing reels?
We don't talk about that.
Realtor.
How much do you bench?
A real orator, as
250,
Shirley likes to say.
251, whatever you got.
Orations. All right, welcome back, players. How is everybody? This is the beginning. It's been a little while since we've done this, so
We are well.
yeah,
We are collective now.
we had that little side thing going there for a bit, and
We are well.
Gabe was on the street corner.
Shh, we're well.
he was
My
selling
side,
himself.
I was working on my side podcast.
He's a sex worker.
Gabe's
Like
side podcast
secular-
about
secular
street
worker.
corner grilled
Yeah.
cheese
Yes.
sandwiches.
All right, listeners,
Ham.
if you would like to provide feedback or praise or just say hi, drop us a letter from beyond, please, on our website at lovecrafttapes.com. You just a little link there. You just click it and boop, bop, 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 bop. And we do have a couple letters from the break that I will now read to you over this
Cool.
stuff wave microphone.
It's my favorite part.
Praise only, please.
From at DrewBK via Apple Podcasts in Great Britain says, amusing RPG fun 5 stars. This is a great podcast. Jeremy the Keeper runs a tight ship. I'm glad he said ship. And the players are very good. It runs along nicely and the humor is great. So thank you, Drew. Appreciate that 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, because that's the
That's
thing.
amazing.
Apple, I guess.
Apples.
People still have apples.
5
Apple.
stars a bit low, but okay.
I want
We'll
I
deal
want
with
Don't
Kiwi
twist your tongue and
podcasts.
say that.
5 out of 50.
And from, I believe this was from Deutschland, Germany, Tim K. says, hi there, Deltas. Your soothing voices have been luring me into sweet dreams for a long time now. But ever since I caught up on the latest podcast some 2 cases ago, there's nothing to fill the empty space in between. It was never that much of an issue because witnessing the end of civilization caused by a tiny little thing called Corona was keeping me busy. But now that it's not happening for real, and life is just a motionless sea of numbness and digital voices, why not reach out to some of them to kind of have you close? I have to say that I'm quite excited that Enter Player Character made such a memorable exit, because you never come up with any bad ones as follow-ups. I really liked, well, you can guess who, as well as better don't mention him or her, it still hurts too much.
I know.
So my future seems dark, but in a good way, because there are monsters in it and you are chasing them. Looking forward to you filling my hole.
We are the monsters in your hole.
Out of your hole.
Hello.
I can't believe he only had praise for me and nothing for you guys.
No, he clearly said enter player character. That's
Yeah.
Whoever wants. Why does Brian look weird? He just does look weird. And that's
I look
fine.
weird?
Yeah, Brian, what happened? You
He's
look
very
weird.
strange.
Oh, here, let me get rid of
There you go. That's better.
I think
my mask straight now.
he got a haircut,
Much
I
better.
think.
I
That's
shaved
it.
my beard down.
That's
No, that's not
That's
it.
weird. That's
No,
not
no.
Glasses are gray.
Did you shave down there?
No, that's...
Yeah, you want to see?
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Got a nice
shave around the
landing strip.
nipples.
Didn't
Aren't
she
you
used to
short?
be blonde?
There we go.
Only down there. All right, and finally, Dungeons and Doofuses, a fellow podcast, says, An absolutely unbelievable podcast. Do you like a podcast that takes a darker theme? Do you like comedy? Do you enjoy laughing so hard your side hurts? Not really.
Yeah.
Then this is the podcast for you. I've been listening to them for several years and could not recommend them more. The GM does an unreal job weaving a tale that keeps you and the players on the edge of your seat. Of all the podcasts I listen to, and I listen to a lot, this is easily in my top 3. My only regret is I keep running out of content to enjoy. 3. So thank you, Dungeons and Doofuses. I know we've been following each other on Twitter, and so looking forward to checking out your podcast as well.
Someday you'll catch each other.
Someday.
Number 1 is in
This
the top
following
3.
doesn't work. Sometimes you got to turn around and embrace it.
Exactly. So yeah, and
As long as you embraced it at a 6-foot distance.
Yeah, that's right.
And of course the theme with all of these letters from beyond is make more content.
Yeah,
Right?
It's overrated.
They're just like they want
So
more.
this is the last night of the podcast.
Our
everybody.
content
it.
could just be the letters that we read, and then we're done.
Exactly. Exactly. Air hugs. All right. This show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com. Thank you, Justin. /Lovecraft Tapes. And we have quite a number of folks to thank tonight.
Yes, we do.
72, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to go ahead and rattle these babies off just as quickly as I possibly can, because we're only here for 90
Ready?
minutes. So, and
Marked.
time me.
Get set.
Thank you to Jordy Rose, The Voices in the Dark, Brittany Davis, Barry Robeson, Chris Parker, Elizabeth Grieve, Madeline Turnipseed, I gotta enunciate that, Wouter Vermeyen, Jefferson Bell, Olda Polkert, Eric Zane, Brownie Davis, Mitch L., Lobster Johnson, Atulia, Frank Delventhal, David Winterman, John Embray, Kyle Sherman, Huge Pie, Daniel Hissey, Eric Phillips, Malambra 57, Snow, Daniel Caprone, Dom Driver, Davidia Von Zarevich, John May, Eric Setterberg, Wild Pants, Amanda Power, Phil Dickinson, Dakota Smith, Robert Jameson, Nathan Crow, A.E. Jonesy, a.k.a. Grave Jones, Mal, Boston Harbor Horror, Andrew Petty, Yogg, Marty Dixon, Liz Moonberry, Stephen Gregory, Yasmin Amber, Bastard King, Young Old One, Gregory Schmucker, Rolling Boxcars, Rain, Chainsaw Unicorn, Sheldon Warner, Captain Vashton, Jeffrey Young, Bifford, Hoser _21, Alexandra Kroska, Holden Omans, Peter VDB, Nicholas Hutto, Tien Tai, Ineptus Astartes, Phil Campbell, Justin Levesque, who the fuck is that guy? AJ Ake, Batran, John Konopasek, Xylem Graph, James Brown, Kevin G, Mick Cope, and finally Robert Lamb. Thank you to everybody who has donated to us to support the podcast. And Brian's got to take off his skin suit because Justin donated $1. Sorry. Take it off.
Shit.
Take it off. Take it off.
Not bad. It only took you like a minute and 40 seconds to rattle through all of
It's a lot.
Yeah. What do you mean,
And all he had the
How
one
do you not have
flub.
an
So.
exact number?
Exactly. All right, before we begin.
You have to account for the wobble of the time-space continuum. Nothing is truly exact.
Wobble, wobble, wobble. And we don't fall down. Before we begin, we need to take I really flubbed that one. Before we begin, we need to take a quick commercial break. All right, guys, let's roll that sweet D. It's been a while since we rolled some sweet Ds. Boom. I got a 16. Gabe's got a 9. Matt's got a 46. So Matt is the seller and Gabe is the buyer.
If you know what I mean.
It's the Matt and Gabe show all over again.
Because I don't know what I mean.
Take it away, guys.
Hey, Gabe, yeah.
How do you know my name?
And?
Well, you see, that's what I'm here for. Okay. You ever been in that situation where someone walks up to you and they're like, "Hey, how you doing, buddy?" And you're like, "I don't know what your name is." You ever do that?
Yeah,
Like,
buddy.
"Hey,
Yeah, guy. I know. Yeah. Pal?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm glad to say that I have just the thing for you. It is called the Rolodex. See, it's so what you do is you're gonna give me your money, and I'm going to introduce you to my friend. His name is Dex. He'll follow you around in a wheelchair, and he's really good with names. So you just ask him who this person is, and he'll, like right there, just boom off the top of his head. Oh, that's Peter. Oh,
All right,
that's Rachel. Oh, that's Stacy.
I like this, but what was the guy's name again?
Hey, what was that? His name is Dex. He's
Oh,
the
okay.
Roland Dex, and he's
Now,
all
do you
about
have a
helping you
device
remember
that
your
can
names.
help me remember his name?
It's called a name tag. If you look on his shirt, like in the almost like the top, right about here.
I'm not
There's a
looking
little
at his
piece.
tits.
What, you got a problem with that?
I'm just, I'm kind of an old-fashioned guy. We got to be on a couple dates before I do that.
Would it help if I have him buy you a drink right now?
I'm liking this product more and more all the time.
Well, in that case, Rolodex here is it's gonna cost you. Nothing comes for free. It's small introductory payment of $9.99 for the first 3 hours, and after that you have to buy it in increments of 25-year subscriptions at the cost of a measly, $694.20 per year.
Ooh, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that is pretty good, but I'm pretty sure that I can get what I need out of it in the 3 hours. So I'll start with that. I'll start with that trial.
All right, you heard him, Dax. Get over there.
What was his name again?
It says
His name
Janice
is
on his
HBO
shirt.
Dex. All right, and we're back. What'd you guys think of that product under service?
It rolled me away.
One half of the team that presented that product sounded really handsome.
We all know what half that was.
The lower half. Oh.
Handsomely rewarded. Well, some people think that you can get that product under service just about anywhere. Well, you can't. It's available by membership only, and that ship only sails once a week from ports unknown to ports unknown. Sure, you can buy a ticket online at Expedia.com, but it won't tell you the departure time, the arrival time, the port of departure, or the destination. The cost is your eternal soul, but there is an all-you-can-eat oyster buffet, so it's totally worth it.
Ooh.
And they're warm.
Thank you, Crocy. Product and our service has changed my life.
Are they Rocky Mountain oysters?
Oh, they can be, baby.
Woo.
Stuff your mouth full. All right. Now, dear investigators, we play Case 12, Tape 2, Slaughtered Half Dreams. Previously on the Lovecraft tapes. The Arroyo brothers escaped the horrors beneath Poe Manse, only to find themselves somehow in the town of their childhood, Arkham, Massachusetts. There is barely enough time to mourn the loss of Agent Jack Whiteside before they are teamed up with an intriguing busybody by the name of Pippa Chatterton. Together, they plumb the mysteries beneath Blaine Manor, where Charles Blaine has left a series of mystifying clues that were once meant for Samantha. Will Pippa collect the realtor's fees on the sale of Blaine Manor? Will Rocky manage to decipher Charles's video recordings? Will Roy be able to cash in on his Delta Green pension? Time will tell, but meanwhile, the fading twilight turns unseasonably the color of rotted pumpkins and soot-stained hearth rugs, while the whiff of gray smoke drifts in the summertime air like bad memories lingering too long, or a wildfire fast approaching. Roy,
Yes.
you open your eyes to the familiar sight of the TV in the family room, playing some late-night rerun of a wrestling match. Was that Andre the Giant in the ring against Killer Khan? It kind of looked like them, but it wasn't them. Why was the sound off? From the comfort of your recliner, you look around half-heartedly for the remote. Nope, nowhere to be seen. Damn kids must have hidden it again. You scratch your belly and lick your lips, tongue dragging across your rough, dry teeth like lizard skin across desert rocks. From the kitchen, you can hear running water and the clink of either dirty dishes being cleaned or clean dishes being put away. Roy? A voice calls out, and with a sudden spasm, you jolt awake in bed, the dream already dissolving, already fading away, until sleep claims you again. Thank you, Dakota. Long live Jack Whiteside. I hope he is enjoying Blueberry in the afterlife.
So he's in hell?
Nice. All right. Rocky. You open your eyes to see the blank, unassuming white ceiling above your bed, softly illuminated by moonlight from outside, the skeletal shadows of tree limbs clawing at the stucco paint. You've been staying in one of the rooms upstairs at Blaine Manor for a week now, merely because it's the most convenient place while you continue to investigate Charles's evidence in the secret caverns far, far below the house. Between your experience in the cathartic arena and what Roy has told you about this location, you're starting to feel quite comfortable in these new surroundings. Which is why you're so unnerved when you hear an unfamiliar shuffle in one corner of the bedroom. It's time, Rocco. A deep, burbling voice calls out. Then you're startled out of slumber, still seated at the computer terminal in the caverns below the house, Charles Blaine's recorded video playing silently on the monitor, infinitely looping. Pippa.
Yes?
You open your eyes, blinking at the unexpected bright blue skies and golden sunshine. To either side rise tall fronds of verdant green grass, and you realize you are flat on your back, staring up at the heavens. The soft whir of crickets and other insects melds with the susurration of a delicate breeze which teases the flora, tickling it into graceful motion. For a moment, you just want this feeling to go on forever, this sense of time and place and quiet intimacy with nature. Then you hear someone clear their throat a few yards away, followed by the unmistakable scent of cigarette smoke. "How's my special gal?" a voice queries. And as you sit up, you are back in your darkened bedroom, alone, the vision dissipating like early morning mist. All right, that sets the stage for us, guys, and we are going to do development phase. So let's start off. Obviously, Pippa didn't have anything.
Developed.
Yeah, you're pretty well developed all on your own there.
Oh,
Number 3 in the state.
Exactly. So let's start off with, let's do Roy. He's straight up. So let's
Do it,
straight
Roy.
up, yo.
let's do Roy. Everybody
me.
want to do Roy?
Yeah.
I know
Straight
I
up, now
do.
tell me.
Everyone does.
Exactly. So, okay.
don't.
So first off, we're going to do our skill checks. And you've got quite a few checked here. So let's go ahead and start with Charm. So you're going to need roll D100. And you want to do over to increase that baby.
Keeper, I don't think the check all button should be on our character sheets.
Check all. Okay. So,
I need a 58. I got a 38.
all right. So no go there. Dodge,
Cringe.
Dodge is up next.
I need a 40. I got an 87.
Nice.
Beautiful. So you're going to go ahead and roll a D10 to increase that skill.
Roll the
5.
D100.
Oh, yeah. So we're at 45 on your dodge.
I would still get like a 1, Brian.
Yeah, but it's a dodge.
All right. Next
Oh.
up is Fighting Brawl.
I got a 75. I need a 42.
Beautiful.
Nice.
D10.
I got a 10.
Nice, dude.
Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Well done.
So you're at 52 on your
I
fighting
know. I
button.
put a lot of skill into that.
It's beautiful, actually. Firearms handgun is next.
I got a 97.
Nice. Needed a 38.
I got a 6.
Oh, heck
Not
yes.
Those are good rolls.
Sorry, Matt.
You've been practicing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how to make
my
dice
finger.
land.
Listen's up next.
It will be fitting if I fail. I did.
Huh?
What?
Natural World is next.
I failed as well.
And looks like Spot Hidden is
Who the
probably
hell
your last
needs?
one.
Who needs Natural World anyway?
Nobody.
I
close.
spend a lot.
No. All right. So actually some really good increases there. So
Not great, though.
I'm taking a look here at. I know we didn't really set. Well, I guess we did. We had a key connection, making a bad decision that puts people in danger. That was for case 11, and I'm trying to think. Well, you convinced me. Did we achieve that or no?
Just say yes.
Well,
Well, but you have to back it up with some.
Oh, I'll back it up.
I don't
What you
I
gonna
don't
do?
feel like I put anyone in danger during the scenario. But I don't think I really did anything to solve it.
Yeah,
I just didn't do it.
Well, I was trying to think. Was there a moment where you had to make a decision that actually did benefit folks, and didn't put and it did the opposite of that, sort of put yourself in danger to protect them, kind of thing? I guess maybe
think
the
he did,
Danny
didn't he?
situation,
Yeah.
but you did go in there and but yeah, I guess you didn't actually inadvertently cause Rocky to throw Danny into the room or anything like that, right?
No, I feel like everything that I did, I just was like a circumstantial thing that happened.
Oh.
Right, and well, yeah, because I'm thinking the
No,
escape.
Kelsey's right. He did shoot a wall and almost hit himself.
That's true. That's
You're welcome.
true.
Shot at the chandelier, right?
So what do we
Yeah.
what do we think, guys? Do we not do that? Did we not achieve that key connection?
I don't think so.
I don't
don't
remember
think I
the
achieved
exact
it.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna skip the sanity through self-help thing. Next up is
Not
gonna
like
be
I need it or anything.
right. Next up is luck. So you're gonna want to do roll over your luck if you can. Just
Shouldn't be
D100.
that freaking hard. I did
Nice. So go ahead and roll D10.
a D40. Okay,
Yeah.
I got a 7.
Nice. So your
Epic.
luck's gonna increase to 27. That's not too shabby.
No, it's pretty bad.
Exactly. And then we're just going to go ahead and go ahead and do
Exactly.
a D100 for your credit rating.
Okay, I got it too.
That's going to be a no then. Well, actually, it says if you roll a 2, decrease your credit rating by 2d10. So go ahead and roll 2d10.
You done got poor, son.
5.
5. So you're going to decrease your credit rating by 5. And that sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
In a
Because
way.
we're in the
Sure,
future.
It also doesn't affect us
Exactly.
in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, it's
it
well,
does have a
it
form.
could when you have to actually roll against that to talk your way into a party.
Yeah,
or whatever.
in a
Power
very
rental.
hypothetical situation that we never have and probably never will encounter, it can help.
Well, you just said that to the keeper, so guess what we're doing next time?
Exactly.
Everybody roll credit
Exactly.
rating.
Drive auto, drive auto, drive auto.
And unfortunately, we're going to have to skip the training section because not enough time has passed and you don't have the capability.
right.
So I think we're okay with you, Roy,
Choo-choo,
for now.
motherfuckers.
So let's move on to
Oh,
Rocket.
not that kind of train.
Kind of hurts my feelings, but okay.
Yeah.
Only been 2 weeks.
Oops. Click that.
You think I can't learn a whole new skill in 2 weeks?
Exactly.
You don't
Knife
know me at
throwing.
all.
All right, Rocky. Looks like we're going to go ahead and do firearms for you. Handgun. Boom. D100, please.
rolled a 93, which is over
Wow.
74.
Cool.
Do it. Get a 10, get a 10, get a 10.
So I get another 4 points, which brings my
Nice.
firearms handgun up to 78.
Lovely. Cool. Next up is library use.
I needed a
Nice.
70. I rolled an 88,
Beautiful.
which is another 5 points onto library.
All right. Cranking it up there. Next up is listen. Listen up.
I need over a 35, and I rolled a 70,
Beauty.
which is 3 points of listening.
All right. Up to 38 on that, baby. And finally, spot hidden. Wow. Oh, so
I failed on
close.
that.
Boy.
Oh, wells.
Boo.
All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at your key connection if there was anything. Advanced technology bad. So, what do you think?
Did you use anything like any of the testing equipment?
I tried to, and I failed every single time.
So
So
you
if
tried to
anything,
use
I
it.
tried. It never worked for me.
Yeah.
Does
so
it have to be a success though for him to get over the fear of trying technology?
yeah, it's got to be, in the opposite direction. So if he's already has a hesitancy about advanced technology because obviously because of the cathartic arena,
Yeah.
then he's like just sort of wary of it, and he needs to overcome that in some fashion.
Shut up.
So I would say that probably the same situation as Roy. You just weren't able to properly confront that. So we'll go ahead and skip that part. So sanity is not going to increase. By the way, you can go ahead and increase your hit points to full. Any other things like magic points.
Sanity.
Luck.
No, unfortunately, sanity's got to remain where it is.
Luck going all the way up.
Exactly. And then, we do need a luck roll from you. Or a D100, yeah.
Make it a lady
I rolled
tonight.
73, which is more than 43.
Sweet. D10, increase your luck by 3.
Nice.
I'm now at 46.
Nice.
Dang, more than
Not
me.
too bad. A little bit
I'm
here and
almost
there.
back to 50-50 odds when I'm rolling luck.
And we're going to go ahead and do a credit rating as well. So need a D100 on that, baby.
9-1.
Lovely. So you can roll D10 and add that to your already amazing credit rating.
8. That puts me at 88.
Okay. Beautiful. So,
One thing I have that Roy doesn't, money.
right. Exactly. Yeah. And we can sort of internalize that and make it be like maybe you found something in the caverns.
Found money.
Yeah, literally,
no.
you found a stash of his money.
I
Silver
invested
coin.
in NFTs.
NFTs. You found the next Kevin Smith movie.
I have a couple hundred Bitcoin just kind of sitting around.
Exactly.
How much
Okay.
do you think I'm going to buy for this? Buy this house?
And I think that's going to do it for development phase. So, Pippa, obviously, you're sitting pretty where you're at. And you and I already talked before the show to make sure that all your stats were where they should be.
Collusion.
No, something was weird on
No
my
collusion.
sheet.
No
Yeah.
collusion.
Yeah, there were a couple weirdo things going on.
I had
so-
10 hit points instead of the base 9.
Yeah.
So it was weird.
Something was weird.
Nine.
Like you didn't have like 100 in every skill, and now you do.
No, I have that.
I have 100 in every skill.
Oh, I'm good.
Collusion.
All right, let's move along. It has been 2 weeks since you emerged from a hole in the ground where a well once stood, and beyond which, presumably, is a portal to another place, another time. Rocky and Roy have moved into Blaine Manor to recuperate and conduct research into Charles Blaine's secret lair, while Pippa has been assisting them because finding Charles Blaine is probably the best way for her to sell this magnificent property.
I think it's the only way.
According to all available information, it is July 2021. Although Rocky is still convinced that this is probably another experiment gone awry, and they are actually in the year 2031. He's quite convinced of this, in fact. Attempts to contact Delta Green have proven fruitless so far. all the usual channels mysteriously gone dark. For now, resting up and trying to figure out why someone claiming to be Charles Blaine contacted Pippa seems to be a wise choice and mutually beneficial. The three of you meet at the Manor for brunch on Sunday to compare notes. So you guys, obviously been staying at the Blaine Manor and are very comfortable and have been getting together on a regular basis to.
Okay. No, I'm not staying there. My character.
No, you have your own house.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep. Pippa has her own house.
Yep.
And it's just the two Arroyos.
A nice little tudor right downtown, just about a half mile from the main strip. So it's very nice.
Nice.
Wow, no one cares at all.
I got a great deal on it. The old lady kicked it.
The house?
Yeah.
She kicked it.
So I sued her and I got the house.
Nice.
How dare you kick
Thanks,
my
old
house?
lady.
Thanks, Obama.
She's homeless down by the CVS.
I know that realtors can be like, oh, there's no offers, so I guess I'll buy it at the cheapest possible price.
Yeah, I sold it to myself and got 4%. So
It works.
That works fine.
Mission.
So let's play out this brunch, guys. You guys can talk about your next
you say punch the guys?
moves.
What time is it?
What time is brunch on Sunday? I don't
It's
know.
11:02.
There you go.
That's way too early. I'm not up yet.
I am.
I got there a little bit early, so I'm on my second Bloody Mary.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Pippa.
I'm in the kitchen cooking.
I'm on the couch.
There's a couch in the kitchen.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah, I'm on the kitchen couch.
It's a chaise
I can just lean over and get the food.
What, you don't have a kitchen couch? Poor people, am I right?
Roy, bring me the grapes. So have you guys got any new info?
Well, I've been down in the bat cave underneath the house, and I'm not making a whole lot of progress. I've been attempting to figure out exactly what Charles was trying to say to Samantha. I have a feeling that I'm missing something, but I can't quite wrap my head around it.
Did you
Anyway,
get
who
those
wants more
dehumidifiers up?
crepes? No, we're still waiting on those to come
Oh.
in. Industrial dehumidifiers are not the easiest to come by.
I won't be going down until those are up.
You want some more crepes, though? For some reason, this house is stocked with the materials to make crepes and only crepes. I don't know why.
And amazingly, none of it ever went bad.
Oddly, yes.
And to provide a little bit of context for Rocky, you mentioned having some difficulty deciphering that video. And the video that we played at the end of the last case stopped right as he was about to divulge the listen very, very carefully. And then the video just sort of repeated. And Rocky has discovered that there has been some corruption to the data file due to age or whatever. Not quite sure. But so he's been diligently trying to rectify that or repair it. And
Well, if you get it out of the direct, it would work better.
April Fool's joke.
Oh, I bet you're right.
never gonna give you up.
Let's just board up the windows and get out of here. Can I have Nutella in my crepes?
Let me check and see if we have any.
No, it's mine. It's mine.
Well, I
There's
would
none
put
left.
it on your crepes for you, but Roy is sitting on the kitchen couch, and there's a jar and a spoon, and it's rather messy.
He's resting on his belly.
Respect to the name tag.
I'll just have mayo then.
That's kind of a big swing. Nutella to mayo.
Gross. That is disgusting.
Oh, you don't put mayo on your crepes?
Once
Poor
it warms
people,
up,
am
it's
I
so
right?
creamy.
Sorry, I prefer sour cream.
That I can see.
You disgust me.
You can't see it if you knew I don't like sour cream.
Oh, We did not know this.
So, anyone else have any luck figuring out just what's going on in this house?
Well,
Yeah, I was looking through their underwear drawers up there, and I couldn't find anything.
as he has a pair of underwear on his head. His boxer briefs keep my
I mean, I
head warm.
found their drawers in the drawers, but I couldn't find any clues or anything like that.
No raging clues or anything. So, has anybody heard from Charles at all? No phone
Never
calls,
once
nothing?
in my life. Never once.
Ever? Oh, God.
Ever.
Who?
All right. Well, I'll get the boards out of my trunk and we'll start boarding up this place.
Hey, Pippa, do you not realize that we were lying when we told you that we knew? Have you not figured that out yet?
Kind of figured it.
All right.
Kind of figured it.
That's good.
But I'm in too deep. Can't get out. Speaking of which, I have an appointment in about an hour, so
With who?
it's to look at a house because I'm a realtor. Excuse me, something in my throat.
Yeah, whose house is it?
Abernathy's? No, it's not Abernathy's. It is the Smith home down on 45th Street.
Oh, I hate those people.
You know the Smith home.
I hate
they
this.
live across the
home.
street from the Smiths,
Yeah.
and just over 2 houses from the Smiths.
Yes, the whole street is the Smiths. We get it.
Smith Street.
Smiths.
Yeah, but the Smith home. I mean, those are bad Smiths.
I don't know. Granny Smith is kind of nice.
Ooh,
Delicious, you might say.
no. She's evil. She puts razor blades in her apples.
Yeah, who doesn't? Got to teach those
That
kids a
sounds
lesson
pretty
about
good to
eating
me.
healthy one day.
You know how expensive razor blades are? Like,
A lot, teen. Well, I'm gonna call my assistant real quick while you finish up my mayo crepes.
how
Oh.
many do you want? Just one, or do you want the 2?
I need the 3. You always say
Oh,
the 1 or
3?
the 2, and you know I have 3.
All right, 3 mayo crepes coming right
All
up.
right, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna step to the porch. Stepping.
Whistle
I'm gonna
while
Watch
your
she does that
Rocky works,
anytime
I
she
guess.
leaves a room.
What did you call me? I'm on the porch. I'm gonna call my assistant.
Okay. All right. You go ahead and dial the phone, and
Assistant.
rings a couple times, and then you hear voicemail pick up. It says, "Hi, this is Charlene Abernathy. I'm not able to come to the phone right now.
Damn it, Charlie.
And if this is Pippa, I don't work Sundays." Click. Beep.
Don't work Sundays. Who doesn't work Sundays for a real tour? Come on, this is ridiculous. That's when we work. I think I might need a new assistant. I
And,
come storming back in to the house.
To provide a little context, Charlene Abernathy is your assistant who usually works Monday through Friday, just doing office work, taking appointments, that sort of thing.
I know who my assistant is.
So Arkham Realty is not, and it's not realty, it's realty, is such a small,
Not fake tea.
That's
it's
what it
such a
says on the
small
sign.
place that basically you can kind of run it all by yourself. And Charlene is kind of there just to do a little bit of filing and some,
Oh, so probably more information in the note then?
so yeah, that's who Charlene is.
Oh, all right.
So she'll be
Well,
in the
I'm gonna-
office early tomorrow morning
Okay, so I got to show this house.
if she doesn't show up late, hungover.
Yeah. Well, Sunday drinking is it's a tough one.
Yeah, you've had some problems with her in the past. She's kind of young. She's in her 20s, and she
She's
likes
American.
to party. She likes to party hard on the weekends. So,
Well, I'm gonna go back in and eat my crepes then.
delicious mayo crepes.
Nice talk. Nom.
Why? It's not even off the pan yet.
Hot.
Tastes like Teflon.
So, do you guys need anything from me today? Because it sounds like you're just lazing about.
Yeah, I think we'll probably start the scenario next week.
Okay,
Yeah,
sounds good.
probably.
Well, then I'll stop taking notes.
And unless you either get a hold of Charles or you get any other information from him,
We're dead in the water.
yeah, pretty much, yes.
Well, I
Well, look, I
haven't heard
gotta ask
anything,
you,
so
Pippa.
you don't have to.
You're right, I don't, so I won't. So you heard the voice on the message from Charles, yes?
Yeah, I believe I heard the message.
Do
It
you
was
think
forwarded to
that
me from Charlie, of course.
yeah, do you think that really that locks up with the person you talked to about selling this house? Was it like the same voice, or could it have been some dumb impersonator?
I've never met the gentleman, so I wouldn't know why they would try to impersonate to sell their home. I mean,
Wow, that's not even close to what I asked.
he had full details on the home and where the key was at, so I could get in and spruce it up, and then set an appointment to meet me. And then for some reason, you two showed up.
Yeah, but did you ever talk to Charles in this, or was it all?
Not in person. No, he left
Yeah,
a
but
message.
even
And I
over,
heard
did you
the
ever?
message.
So did
Want to
that
fight
voice
about it?
line
You
up?
tell a boy.
Did that voice line up with the voice we heard? Do you have the
Yes,
message?
yes. Yeah, I believe I can check on my phone.
Actually, take a look at your note again.
I'm checking on my phone. Oh, so it was. Oh, okay. Should we rewind?
No, just like, oh, I was mistaken.
You know what? Oh, I was mistaken. Charlie is the one that told me that he had phoned. So it just stuck in my head that it was him for some reason. That why wouldn't it be him? But I've never heard his voice except for in the basement. But yes, it did sound like him in the basement.
Well, I know that much.
Well, why are you asking me then? Enjoy
Well,
your
Because I
Nutella.
didn't. Because I didn't know if you had heard his voice, but now I know for sure that this is some imposter trying to get you to sell this house.
Why do you know that?
Because I'm a genius and you're dumb and stupid.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much the logic that I expect. I'm going to go back into the kitchen and get my crepes out of the
All right,
pan.
3 mayo crepes.
No, I
Anyway,
wanted
well,
male crepes.
Oh. So if it was your assistant who took the call,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we could take a recording of his message, or at least a bit of it, and have her listen and see if she recognizes the voice.
Yeah, I don't see that would be an issue. Obviously, she's not helping me out today, so we'll have to wait till tomorrow.
What kind of realtor doesn't work out in some way?
It's a real tour.
Skeletor
okay?
the Realtor.
It's very real.
He's a fakeator.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I need to hire someone different.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I'd like to keep my money
insane.
tight, and she doesn't charge much.
I could give you some hookups here in the city.
Whoa, buddy. We just
Gas,
met 2
water.
weeks ago.
Gas,
We haven't
grass.
even gone out to dinner.
I know
You're a little
quite
bit
a few
older than I
guys who would. I'm younger than you. I know quite a few guys who
Yeah.
who will
said what
work
I
for
said.
absolutely nothing, pretty much.
Well, I don't know if that's a good thing.
You
I
said you
think
don't
they're
like
discounted
charging
every
much.
house. Ooh. All right, so I've got about 20 more minutes, so
If you want to follow me down into the cave, I can get that recording for you.
Are the humidifiers down there? Fine, let's do it.
I'm gonna set down all of my cooking utensils, make sure that the stove is turned off because I don't want to burn the house down.
I quickly eat my crepes. They slide down very easily with
Yeah,
mayonnaise.
all that mayo.
Don't even chew, just like a snake.
The Mayo Clinic crepes.
Mm,
Mayo crepes.
Tastes
with
like
baby
Band-Aids.
gross. Stuck on me.
Okay, so Pippa and Rocky are going to head down to the Bat Cave. Roy, you going to do anything?
I'll join them because I'm so bored.
Okay,
And
all right.
Sports Center's not on. I don't want to watch Stephen A. Sunday ESPN isn't very great.
That's true. I can
Just so
second
you
that
know,
because I don't
Roy.
know.
I'm gonna turn. Just so you know, Roy, you have a little something just here, and I'm gonna motion to the entirety of his lower face.
Yeah, I'm saving it for later, jackass. You don't know me.
It's a Nutella mask.
Look, I get that we haven't lived together in quite some time, but you need to learn what it's like to live with someone cool. You need to relearn that.
He's the scat man. Do 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 do.
Nice. All right, so the three of you head on down to the Bat Cave, and what's it look like, Rocky? Have you been doing any moving things around, tidying things up, dusting, vacuuming?
I've done a little bit of general cleaning, especially in the immediate area where I've been working.
Mm-hmm.
I've brought in, I found a couple of whiteboards kind of just covered over with some sheets in some of the other rooms. So I've rolled those whiteboards in, and I have like little notes written here and there and pieces of paper tacked up, trying to decipher just what's going on here and there. And I have brought down just like a small couple of side tables as well, just to kind of hold papers and books and research materials.
Okay, very nice. And so there was that antechamber that you had crossed through to get to that hallway that actually led to where the computer stuff is, the whole server room. And it's in that particular storage room that you had gone through, that chamber that had all those boxes and old files and so forth. That's where you found a cache of cash. So describe what that was like, as far as what was it that was so valuable that you found that would increase your credit rating?
Well, I decided to take some time away from the computer. I was letting a couple of algorithms run, trying to see if I couldn't find something that could reassemble the little bits of data that were there. And while that was going, I decided to backtrack into that the storage room, and just start peeking into crates and looking through boxes. And off in one of the corners, there was kind of a small set of 3 or 4 just like leather folio tubes, and I pulled the top out and I took a look, and for some reason Charles had come into the possession of 3 or 4 very original, very valuable paintings that had been deemed missing for quite some time. So I took those paintings and I went out and I reached out to an old contact of mine who knows how to deal with such a thing, and I had him take care of the paintings for me. So, yeah, he took care of selling the paintings, finding buyers. He went straight to eBay. It was
As
great.
one does.
As one does, yes.
He got a small percentage for, taking care of facilitating the sale, and I got what's left.
Okay.
And it turned out to be quite a tidy sum of cash we got from a wealthy European art collector who was very happy to get his hands on these works.
Very nice, very nice. And yeah, that makes perfect sense, and that's wonderful. A couple points. One, it just occurred to me, what are you guys doing for, now Pippa, you're all set, but Rocky and Roy, what are you guys doing for phones?
Mine, I have the same phone. I'm Epic.
Yeah, well, I wondered if, okay, so let's say that you managed to bring the phones through the portal
Right.
into the future or whatever. But I would think that as soon as you got to this side of it, those phones would no longer work.
Right.
I don't really use a phone that much, so I probably honestly haven't even noticed.
Haven't even checked it in 2 weeks. You're like, whatever.
Realistically speaking.
Yeah.
This future doesn't have
I would
variety.
think Rocky would be the opposite of that. I think Rocky probably would be like on his phone like all the time.
Yeah, well, still being a little bit cautious as to where and when we are. I just went down to a a convenience store and bought one of those cheap pay by the minute burner
Perfect.
phones, and I've just kind of been barely touching that every now and then. It sits on the side table with some of my research stuff with the battery popped out.
Okay, gotcha. So no
Nice.
tracking or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, got it. Cool. I just was curious about that. And the other thing was, I wanted to clarify one little mystery that was left from the previous case, and that is
Who did it?
Who done it? The butler, of course. But it's so when you guys went through that chamber that had all of the storage and so forth, and then that led to a hallway, right? And
Yep.
on the northern side of that hallway was the server room. You never proceeded beyond that, at least in the last case. There was another matching door at the end of that corridor. And what Rocky has found, sort of this would have been on the, it would lead to the west. You guys found an eastern chamber, but you never went to the other side.
So
And-
is it like more like a Y shape, like it splits and then there's
it's
one
it's
and then
a
the
it's
other,
like
or
here's
is
the
it like-
corridor, and
Okay.
here's a chamber, and here's
Oh.
a chamber, and then
Okay.
the Y actually was leading up to either one of those chambers.
Okay.
So like ovaries,
we went down-
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ovaries.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keeper,
like
do you have a
swirlies.
map?
No, yeah. I don't think I ever actually did anything with a map, but
I
so
had
but
to.
the point is there is one chamber that you did not go into, and so we're gonna say that that particular chamber, that door, has a locked
Ooh.
iron door to either side that you have yet been unable to figure out a way to open. There is a let's say a what do you call it, Brian? Like a fob magnetic key
Okay.
sensor,
Key fob.
key fob sensor, security sensor. But you have yet been unable to find any matching fob to get that thing
Right.
open, and clearly without the use of some hydraulic machinery to actually get this thing. So that's a mystery yet to be.
Shoot it, Roy.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to work. That's a pretty big.
You
Pretty
don't
big
know
door.
that
Yeah.
until I roll for it.
Until you roll and
What does he have to roll to open the door?
so
And he,
Give him an exact number.
that's just a mystery that is left for you to ponder. And so you guys go downstairs, and I believe you were going to retrieve a bit of the conversation or tape it maybe to Pippa's phone. And just have her-
yeah.
Yep.
That'll work.
Okay, cool. So you guys go ahead and do that. No problem. And now she has a sample of what Charles Blaine looks like and sounds like. How's that? You can take a video.
Just shoot a video of
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Quick
perfect.
little video.
I'm going to shoot a video off of her phone video, and then Roy's going to shoot a video off of my video of her video.
My phone does not have a camera.
18th generation. So that's that. And Pippa, it sounds like you have a showing
have
that
a
you have to
showing,
get
yep.
to. Yep. So you excuse yourself and bustle away.
Bye.
So that leaves Rocky and Roy to consider and ponder what they want to do with the rest of their Sunday, or what is their intent for the rest of however long they're here.
Forever.
Let's start with Roy. What are you thinking?
I mean, I've been doing an okay job laying low. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, but as of right now, I don't want to see anyone or talk to anyone because everyone I love is dead.
Okay, but you are getting to the
Surviving
point
kid.
after 2 weeks of being cooped up. You feel like you got to get out. Do
What month
something.
is it?
July
Oh,
2021.
Non-playoff baseball is the only thing that's on. Yeah. I'm going to hit up the tapas restaurant today.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they're open on Sundays, and actually they have a it's all you can eat tapas from Massachusetts, the birthplace of tapas. So yeah.
Yep.
So okay, cool. Rocky, what do you want to do the rest of your Sunday?
Well, I happened to get my hands on a new data reconstruction program.
Okay.
I was fishing around the dark web, happened to find something that's like, real CIA, NSA level shit. So I'm gonna set that up and just let it loose on that video file in that sector of the hard drive to see what it can do.
Go. Magic missile, magic missile.
You enjoy your small plates. Like he does-
Fireball.
Fireball, fireball. Okay, so yeah, that sounds perfect. So you're going to hunker down there in the Bat Cave, and Roy is going to head on into town. Now, I guess we never really said like how close to town is Blaine Manor.
Right. We've always needed a car before.
But
Or
we could
motorcycle.
probably presume that it's, within a mile of downtown. So I
Sure,
guess
you
it's up to
could
you,
zoom
Roy.
anyway.
How do you want to get to downtown?
I will walk.
Okay.
Backwards.
So you're going to stroll on through, and invariably, as you walk, you're starting to get like nostalgia. I mean, you grew up in Arkham, and July is like everything is in full bloom. Everything is green. You can hear kids playing. That's maybe the worst sound of all. You can hear them playing out in the field someplace that you and your brothers used to frequent.
We're children.
We're children. And, you're starting to just feel strangely maudlin about the whole thing because, you're Roy, but you don't look like Roy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel just disconnected, like discombobulated. And you stroll into town, and you see that a few things have changed here and there. A couple of the storefronts have changed. Maybe there's a new bar in town that's a wine bar where there never was one before. But thankfully, the Tapas restaurant is still the Tapas restaurant, and you're happy to see that. And there's a big banner outside that says "All you can eat Sundays." Fill up on tapas, and
Damn it, Philip.
enjoy life. Enjoy life. So you go in and get a table, and let's say you're 3 courses in, right?
3 small
I mean,
plates.
they're small
Give me
plates.
another Sam Adams.
3 courses
Cherry
of Sam
wheat.
Adams. Sam Adams. When you hear what sounds like a familiar voice from a couple tables over, but around the corner, you can't quite see who it is, but you recognize the voice, almost like a growing sense of recognition. And you hear, so anyways, I was, walking along the street, and this guy is like camping out. I'm like, move it, buddy. And then you hear a woman say, yeah, that sounds, I remember that guy. He's kind of a dick, isn't he? He's like always hanging around. What was his name? Was it Adam? Was it Frank? I don't know. Some guy. I think he was on meth.
And I'll sort of try and listen in on this conversation. A bit confused because every voice that I should be able to recognize is dead.
All right, why don't you go ahead and give me a listen roll? That sounds like a listen roll.
Oh boy.
All you hear is the whining from the bar next door.
I failed. I need a 37. I got a 74.
So as luck would have it, as you're straining to hear even more, someone ordered a bunch of lattes, and all you can hear is the... and then busboy trips, and like plates go shattered all over the floor, and then by the time they get all that sort of wrapped up and cleaned up and moved along, and the sound goes back to normal din of fellow diners, you realize that the people have left. They've actually got up, and you see a couple, a man and a woman, just their back, leaving out the front door of the Tapas restaurant.
It's just one back. 2 people, but one back.
One back. It's the beast with 2 backs.
We said one back, Jeremy. Pay attention.
Baby.
All right. Well, I've had quite a few courses, and I'm pretty intrigued by this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get up and I'll throw it like $8 on the table, which is what I feel I owe. And then I'll take my Sam Adams Massachusetts style to go walking down the street, and I'll tail them.
Okay. What is tailing, guys? Is that
He has a pin
is
and
it
a little
stealth?
paper
I'm trying to
tail. He's
remember.
gonna stick it on him.
That wouldn't be
It's
track.
a
Probably.
Track?
follow roll.
I guess it'd be track, wouldn't it?
I don't think it would be track because
You can see him.
I
I
can
think it's a
see them.
drive
It's not
auto.
like I'm following their footprints.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So let's make it easy then. And since you're just sort of
Right.
trailing them, let's go ahead and do stealth.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
That's fine. I need a 62. I got a 51.
Nice. So with your cat-like grace, because that's Roy is known for that.
Sam Adams in hand.
Sam Adams. The Sam Adams actually helps you a little bit because you're just weaving slightly, and so you just look like any other drunk.
I blend in.
You blend in, and you get actually close enough to recognize that these two folks are wearing police uniforms. And they're holding hands and talking rather loudly, actually. They wouldn't be sweet nothings. And the woman goes, "Oh, Bugsy, you're so funny." And she reaches over and gives him a kiss.
Do you know the department frowns on interdepartmental fraternization, right?
And they're heading straight for the police department, which is just a few doors down.
Well, I'm going to keep following them until I can talk to them at this rate.
Yeah, you can catch up to them if you want.
I'm going to catch up to them.
Okay.
Hold on. I need clearance here.
You need
It's-
clearance?
You're clear to land.
It obviously doesn't look
Roger,
like
Roger.
Bugsy, right?
From the back, it kind of does. Yeah, same build, same height. He's in uniform, so that actually sells it a bit more too. So
Okay. Well, okay. So I'll catch up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll sort of hit him on the shoulder. Bugsy,
Oh, hey, what's up there?
Stop
Who
resisting.
are you?
what are you doing with this square?
What? She's my fiance. What are you talking about? It's Tina. Who are you?
It's me, man. Look, you wouldn't understand, but you know how the corporal is about you can't be dating other cops, man.
Since when?
That was always I mean, I don't know if it was
Nah, I'm kidding. I know. but
department rule.
It's on the download. Don't worry about it. Everybody knows about it. Doesn't matter.
I don't know how. What's up with the corporal these days? He gone that soft?
Yeah. You know the corporal, huh?
Yeah, I mean, me and him go way back.
Oh, it's strange. I remember seeing you around town.
I've been here.
I see you got a little bit of tapas on your shirt there, buddy.
It's just a
Well,
plate.
it's for later.
You kind of spying us back there? That's where we just came from. And
No, I was just getting some tapas.
You wouldn't know that. I rolled well.
And you can see the name tags. You can see Bugsy is written on his. Bugsy Jr. And on hers, you recognize Tina Quinlan now. She's been a rookie for quite some time, but she's probably not a rookie anymore. And she steps up too. She's like, "Yeah, what are you, one of them peeping toms?"
Look, I'm trying to have a conversation here, dear.
"Yeah, well, I still haven't heard your name. You're not be messing with my man."
All right. I was a friend of your dad's, Bugs Jr.
"What? You know my dad?"
Yeah, we go back.
"Well, how do you know my dad?"
Well, that's one of the reasons I came up. You reminded me of him, so I just came up. But we went way back.
Well, what'd you say your name was?
My name is Ken Burns.
Like the documentarian. Yeah, all right. That's
Yeah, he stole the name from me.
common enough name. Yeah. It's funny. I don't remember my dad ever mentioning a Ken Burns, but have you heard from my dad?
No, I've always worried about the guy. We knew each other way back, and he's in my head a lot. I was wonder if you guys knew where he's up to these days.
Well, yeah, and he puts his hands on his hips. He kind of went missing a while back. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No, I don't.
Run!
I don't. I don't know anything about that. I was just hoping that you might. In fact, I kind of thought you were him, as silly as that sounds.
Well, yeah, I get that a lot, actually. I mean, chip off the old block, you know?
I didn't mean to bother you.
No,
Don't let the corporal.
Ken, don't worry about it, all right? Look, I'm happy to know anybody who knew my dad, okay? This is a small town. Everybody knows everybody. Whereabouts you staying?
I'm staying about a mile up the road.
Oh, yeah?
Just thought I'd walk into town, have some tapas, have some some Sunday Sam Adams. You know how the deal goes in this town.
Yeah. Well, look, yeah, I don't know if you're doing anything later tonight. Me and the missus, or soon to be missus, I must say. We're gonna be having some dinner, and we like to meet newcomers.
Yeah, I could tell you some stories about your old man.
Well, that's
that
kind of
I'm
what I was
sure would
getting
have you
at.
howling.
That's kind of what I was getting at, actually.
You into sports?
I mean, if you're not doing anything.
Yeah, we can. I'll stop by. We can turn on the Red Sox game. Make
All right.
it a good night.
Well, look, here's my card. My personal number's on the back there. Just give me a call. I just live not too far away in the suburbs over there. Just pointing.
Oh, you're in
randomly.
the burbs now,
Right
huh?
by the Smiths on 51st
Well,
Street.
yeah, I mean, Tina wants something place nice, so we gotta get a pool.
All of a sudden, I appear. Are you guys looking for a home?
What the?
I appear on the park bench.
Well, we got to get back. We were just doing a quick, the tapas, all you can eat, but we only got like 30 minutes, so. So yeah, give me a call. We'll talk. All right.
All right, just make sure that you keep an eye on that corporal for me. I know he's got to be getting up there in age.
Yeah. He's barely hanging on, to tell you the truth.
That's a shame. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Is it though?
Is it though? All right, Ken. You have a good day now.
You too.
All right, and they wander off towards and go inside the police department. So yeah, you've got a date for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Is there anything else Roy would like to do with his Sunday afternoon?
Are you writing down "I'm Ken" with Bugsy? So you know who you are when he says,
Who am I?
Who the hell's Ken?
Who the hell am I?
I'm gonna I guess I'll I got nothing to do until later. I'll just kind of walk around town and see what other degenerate garbage is taking place of the old good stuff. Nicely
done. Okay, we'll go ahead and leave you there, and let's go ahead and pick up with Rocky, who is down in the Batcave. And meanwhile, so yeah, you're down there monkeying with that software, trying to get the video file to be at least take the snippet out that's corrupted and hopefully patch together with the rest of it, because you can kind of see that the file size is there. It should be the entire video, but whatever's happening is just making it loop back every time at that one bit. So you're letting the software do its thing. What's that?
That's what I get for using Windows Media Player, I guess.
Windows Media Player, perfectly.
Yeah, real player.
Real player is what I was thinking too. Damn, it's buffering. So yeah, you're down there and you're just sort of, a little bit distracted by the thought of what might be behind those doors that you can't quite get into, and so you start fiddling around in the server room, looking like maybe it's hidden underneath here with a magnet. Maybe there's reach above the door, all the door jams
up on top of the server racks,
every place. So you're kind of doing like what you've done over and over, is just like combing this room with trying to find any way to get a clue to what might open that door, when you begin to hear what sounds like a ringing phone coming from someplace.
Rick Astley.
Hello.
gonna stop where I am and kind of pivot my head back and forth and try and see if I can't pinpoint where the sound is coming from.
Go ahead and give me a listen roll.
Did you know how I rolled last time we played this game?
Just
I
like
needed
that.
a 38. I got a
Nice.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, you think it's actually coming from that closed door. So you go out into the hallway and start approaching the door, and it stops.
Diamond blast.
Must have been nothing.
So while that software is kind of running and doing its thing, I'm going to head back into the storage room and continue my new favorite pastime of playing Peek in the Boxes.
Nice.
Just-
Nicely done.
Start pulling files and thumbing through and, looking for, anything that might help me either figure out what he was up to when he recorded this message, where he might have gone, anything that might be helpful.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden then.
You know how I'm rolling right now?
There it is.
I needed a 60. I rolled a 43. That's a success.
Okay. Perfect. So, yeah, you're digging around, looking for basically just, again, any kind of clue. And you open up a old steel case brand desk. Looking through the drawers, there was a bunch of boxes piled on top of it, but you'd never really actually checked any of the drawers, and you think, okay, something's got to be tucked in here, especially that one drawer where it holds the pens, and it is locked. So you reach up underneath and you find the rails,
tape?
the rails,
Okay.
the rails, and you're able to pop off the drawer, and inside is what looks to be a key ring with 3 keys on it. But they're really strange, ornate, almost ancient-looking keys. They look very old. They have strange symbols on them that look as if they've been designed with aquatic characters.
Under the sea. That's where fish
Ariel,
pee.
we got Flounder, we got Sebastian.
Hey, that's my word.
Sebastian?
Squirtles. Anything you'd like to do with these keys?
Nope. Lock them back up.
Put him back in the drawer and gently close it.
We're not finding shit this time.
I'm gonna take them down the hallway to those large doors and see if there isn't maybe I know there's an electronic lock, but sometimes they include a mechanical override lock
Gotcha.
in case of a power outage or some sort of shortage where the system fails.
Okay.
Smart.
All right. And yeah, so you take them down there and you're looking at the keys and looking at the door, trying to see if there's any way, the sensor, is there some sort of keyhole that's hidden underneath it? Is there a panel that flips up that would allow you to do some sort of physical override to this key, and you're just coming up empty? It seems to be, the keys seem to have no relation to the door. There's not even any ornate or design patterns that would match. It just seems like a random find, essentially. But as you're turning away from the door dejectedly, you hear that ringing again. And this time it sounds like it's coming from the wall about halfway back to the door on the north side, as if there is a phone in the wall somewhere.
Secret tunnel.
I'm going to backtrack to where I hear the ringing, and when I'm sure I'm really close to it. I don't want to be right on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a drywall wall, or is this like just like a natural stone cavern wall that's been carved into?
A natural stone cavern. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like there's something coming from behind the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Hidden key.
I'm going to take a second to closely examine the wall, and I'm going to start, looking for anything that any kind of cracks that run maybe a little too up and down parallel. Maybe there's like a hidden door.
Yeah.
He already went through the trouble of carving a giant secret base under his house.
Yeah.
I totally would buy that he would build a secret chamber into his secret base. So
Right.
maybe there's maybe that's what the keys are for. There's a hidden keyhole somewhere that looks like a hole in the rock or something.
And actually, that's exactly what you see. You see this crack,
Oh,
just like
spackle.
3 inches long and about a half an inch
Oh.
wide, that looks like it could accommodate one of those keys.
He cocks up the crack. There, that's better. Get rid of that pesky ringing
No.
sound.
Punch that crack.
Oh, now we don't have to worry about water seeping through. The water damage is expensive.
And you can hear the phone ringing directly behind that.
So I'm going to eeny, meeny, miny, you, and just pick one of the keys and try and insert it into there and see if it turns.
Yep. It actually, you can hear the tumblers engaging, and you turn the key, and a panel pushes in and then moves up. It's about, let's say, 2 foot by 1 foot, and inside is just a little alcove where there's a phone ringing. It's a red phone, old school.
Yes, Mr. President.
We need you to fly to New York, Manhattan. So, and the phone's ringing.
I'm going to pick up the phone. Blaine Residence Batcave. How may I help you today?
Rocky, is that you?
Why, yes, it is.
It's me, Danny. Are you still in Arkham?
Well, yes, we're still inside the manor.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense, actually. How's Roy doing?
He's taking it rather well, as well as Roy really could. He loafs around the house most of the day, spends a lot of time on the kitchen couch.
Yeah, I'll bet.
I mean, he ate a whole jar of Nutella for breakfast today.
That's my boy.
Half of it, the rest was on his face.
Well, look, I've been trying to reach you, and I managed to find this phone number. I assume you're at Blaine Manor?
Well, under Blaine Manor is more like it, but
Oh,
close
that's
enough.
weird. Yeah, I happened to find this phone number in a data mine, and I was just digging. I've been trying to find Delta Green. Have you heard anything from them?
No, I've been trying all week. Ever since we got back, all of my contact numbers, emails, I've sent telegrams, I've done candygrams, I've done smoke signals.
Land
It's-
shark.
I've sent a land shark.
Yes, I've been trying to do the same thing, but none of my contacts or any of the handlers, it's as if they just disappeared.
Well, I mean, who knows? We've been gone for a while. 10 years is quite some time.
10 years? No, it's just been a few months.
Oh no! You see, the hole we crawled out of was not only a spatial portal; it was a temporal one as well. All of my research indicates that it's actually year 2031.
Okay, well, look, I just wanted to touch base, make sure you guys were okay, and look, if you, here's my number, and if you hear anything about Delta Green, would you let me know? I'm kind of worried a little bit because, before we took on the Poe case, there was some chatter about Omega Red doing something, like planning a strike of some sort.
Troubling indeed.
Yeah. Well, look, I took the girls back home. They're back with their families. Everything's
Thank you
fine.
for that.
And I went to see if the house was still there out on the point, and it's gone. I mean, we were gone months, and they've started putting up condos.
Well, it is fairly common when you have an entire structure that is solely supported by some sort of dark magic. When you dissolve that source of energy, that time more or less catches up with that building. In this case, it's, hundreds of years happened to that house in mere minutes. I'm not surprised it crumbled to dust around us as we were trying to get out.
Yeah, what you said. Anyways, look, I just wanted to tell you it's very good to hear your voice, and please just
Yes, likewise.
let me know. Let me know if there's anything I can do. I'm
Cool.
obviously back in Providence, and I'll let you know if I hear anything at all.
Yes. There is one thing. If you could send me the data dump you got this number from.
Yeah,
I've
sure.
been trying to hunt down some information about the man who previously owned this house, and if you happen to find something related to him, such as a number that happened to be in a telephone hidden in a cave wall in a secret base, I'm feeling there might be some sort of other connection there, potentially.
Yeah, I actually found this online. I was just doing. I remember that it was Blaine Manor, and this was there. So yeah, but I'll send it to you right away. Okay.
Oh, thank you. That's very helpful.
All right. Well, I gotta go, and please tell Roy I said hi. Okay.
Yes, I will.
All right. All right. Well, take care of yourselves. I'll be in touch.
Yes. Oh, if you ever find yourself out in the vicinity of Blaine Manor, feel free to come by. And we've plenty of rooms here. It's a large house.
Oh, that sounds nice. Maybe I will. Thank you.
Goodbye.
See you
Goodbye.
tomorrow.
All right. So we'll go ahead and leave you there, and we're gonna take up with Pippa now. And so Pippa, your showing goes pretty well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What skill would that be?
To show a house?
Yeah.
Eyes. Eyeballs.
No. I mean, like, to
I'm
successfully.
being funny. This is a comedic thing. Let's see. Locksmith?
Probably like fast talk or persuade.
Yeah, probably persuade, to be honest with you.
Persuade
selling,
sounds good.
right?
Yep.
I'm selling.
So let's see how that goes.
I needed a 40. I rolled an 88.
Okay.
Luckily, the house sells itself.
So the showing does not go very well. As a matter of fact, you had 3 people who were slotted to come in, and only one did. And the guy was clearly not interested. He was like looking for a fixer-upper.
Yeah.
And
He wanted to flip it.
yeah, he wanted to flip it, and he has no interest in actually living in Arkham. He was just looking for a quick sale.
We don't want his kind here
Exactly. So
flipping our properties.
Yep. So it just doesn't go well, and so
Yeah.
you're just gonna have to do it again next weekend.
Yeah.
That's just all there is to it. So, yeah, you go ahead and sort of like a little bit miffed that things didn't go quite as planned. You close up the house, lock it up, head off to home, and then you wake up Monday morning, and you have to get to the office.
I have to.
Yep.
It's my office. No, it's not my office.
Yep.
Is it my office? Or do I work for, like...
No, you
Real
are.
at
You
Whores.
run Arkham Realty now. That
Nice.
what's her nuts is
Realty?
gone, and of course Charlene hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, about that.
She actually strolls in around, let's say 8:35. She's supposed to be there at 8, and she has a Starbucks cup in her hand, and she's wearing sunglasses, clearly hungover. Oh,
Yep.
Hey Pippa.
Check my watch. Good morning.
Yeah, you know how it goes Mondays. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I left a paper on your desk. If you could get that listed with the local newspaper for me by like noon, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, I should be able to do it by noon. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Yeah. Sorry, just a little flummy this morning. Anything else going on? How many hours do you need me this week? Because I got like this concert I got to go to a couple down the
No,
way.
it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay.
No, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. I just do have one thing I'd like to talk with you. Can you come in my office real quick, please?
Am I in trouble?
No. It's something I need you to verify for me for the Blaine residence.
Okay, good, because I don't want to have to do unemployment again. That's just too
Oh,
much.
I could only imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
I'm going to play you a video and listen very closely if you could. I just would like to verify that the person you spoke with was Mr. Blaine.
Oh,
For some reason,
Mr. Blaine?
he's the Blaine Manor, the really big house just outside of town,
Yeah.
within
What
walking
about
distance to Tapas.
What about it?
We haven't heard from him, and he was supposed to show up 2 weeks ago for our meeting, and he has not shown up. And you're the one that took the reservation for him to be here. Yeah. So can you watch this real quick and let me know if this is the voice?
Was this?
2.5 weeks ago.
Oh God. Okay, I'll try.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video.
She's like looking at it from her sunglasses tipped up, squinting. You can see she's got dark circles under her eyes.
Now the video's not so important. It's his voice. I want to make sure that it rings true. It's very distinctive.
Okay. So yeah, you go ahead and play it, and she listens or pretends to listen, and she's like, "Yeah, that's the guy."
It sounds just like him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, that's the information I needed. Thank you. Go ahead and get that paper filed as soon as you can with the local paper so we can run it as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
okay?
not a problem. Oh, shit. I forgot to tell you. Who was it? I didn't write it down. I'm sorry. You have an appointment today in Boston. I forgot to tell you. I'm so sorry.
Okay, and who is that with?
What's his name? Oh, it's that guy you've been dealing with, Tommy Dolby. Something about finishing up some paperwork for the realty here to transfer the ownership. I don't know, something. It sounded important to me. I know you've been talking to Tommy.
Yeah. Sure I have.
But I think they want you there in like an hour and a half, so you might want to hit the road. Sorry, that's on me. That's on me.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
It happens.
Thanks.
I'm going to grab my purse. I'm going to walk by, grab her coffee off her desk, and walk out the door to my car.
All right.
And I'd like her to read what's on the paper that I'm going to have her submit to the newspaper to have that run as soon as possible.
Okay. Nice.
Next time on the Lovecraft Tapes.
All right, so you zoom on over to Boston and go to
We get there in 31 minutes. It's
31 minutes. You get to the bank where you've been there several times.
Yeah.
And have dealt actually with Tommy Dolby many, many times. And so you walk in and go right up to his desk, and instead you see a woman sitting there. And she's like scribbling papers and filing things really quickly, and she seems extremely flustered.
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah, yes. Can I help you?
Hi, I'm here to see Tommy.
I'm sorry, and you are?
It doesn't matter who I am. It's Pippa.
Oh, hang on a sec.
Chatterton.
Let me check his book. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
And she flips an appointment book that's on the desk and runs her finger along. She's like, Pippa Chatterton. Okay.
Yes.
That's right. You're with Arkham. I'm sorry. Okay. What? Yeah. Did you have an appointment with Tommy then?
I believe I did. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little bit early. I like to be early.
That's fine. Look, things are just a little crazy right now. Tommy's been missing since last Thursday.
Missing?
Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't called in. He's just been he's had plenty of appointments, and now he's just gone. Anyways, we're trying to figure it all out. But what can I help you with?
Well, I had an appointment to transfer ownership.
Okay, that's right. Hang on, let me grab the file. And she flips.
I'm sorry. What was your name?
I'm sorry. I'm Lisa Monahan.
Okay.
I'm Lisa.
Nice to meet you, Lisa.
Look, I'm just filling in for Tommy right now.
No problem. Just take a breath. And
I
we'll
don't
get this taken
usually
care
do
of.
this. I'm in another
Lisa.
department.
I thought it was pronounced Moynihan.
Moynihan.
I
Moynihan.
lost my pencil. Damn it.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I just need to go get your files and back. I'll be right back. Okay.
Not a problem.
Okay. I'll be right back.
I'm going to go ahead and take a seat and just kind of observe the office and see if they're all freaking out or if it's just her there.
There does seem to be a substantial bit of chickens with their heads cut off running around. Definitely this has thrown and you know that Tommy was pretty integral to the bank. Did a lot of loan activity, he was kind of the star loan officer here. And usually he would be the one to sign off on things. So go ahead and give me a spy hidden.
There it is. Ooh, this will go real well. It did. I needed a 30. Yes, 30. I got a 28. That's a
Check that box.
Success.
Okay.
Check
Well, the one thing you do notice is as you're sitting there watching these people and sort of letting your eyes wander, trying to take things in, you kind of are drawn back to Tommy's open appointment book on his desk right in front of you that Lisa left.
Oh, Lisa.
Customers.
Lise, come on.
You're tearing me apart.
I've become very adept at reading upside down, so I don't even need to spin the book.
Well, with your photographic memory.
Yeah. I just go, click, click. I have
Johnny,
to make the noise for it to
book.
work.
Hey, there's this weird lady over at the desk that keeps saying click, click. You might want to go check on her. It's kind of weirded me out.
Who said that? All right, what do I see in the book?
Oh, tell me what you're doing.
I'm looking like I'm reading it upside down with my photographic memory. Click, click.
So you lean across the desk to get a better look at what is written, and you see...
Where was he?
Yes, exactly right. Well, you do remember what? Lisa said that he's been missing since Thursday night.
Right.
Thursday night would be a page previous to the one that's open.
So
Actually, two pages.
I'm going to say realtor. That blows one page over. And then I go, my goodness, my throat.
I like it.
Realtor. I said it again. Oh, I can't clear this. Another page goes over.
Yep. So two pages flip over, and you see that it looked like his last appointment on Thursday was at 6:30 p.m., which seems odd to you.
Mm-hmm. For a bank employee.
And it was for someplace called STS Entertainment.
Oh, boy.
And there is a declined stamp next to it.
Oh. He was going to get a payment.
And then Lisa comes back. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got your file here. Look, this is very simple. I just need a couple signatures from you, and this will all be good. Everything else is in place. So if you could just sign here.
Yep, I've got my pen ready.
Awesome. Okay. Well, was there anything else?
No, I think we're good. If you need any help locating Timmy, just let me know, because I'm all over town with all these houses, so I'll put the word out if you'd like.
Oh, Tommy. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, Tommy Dolby.
Timmy's Tommy's brother.
You know, I know you're a few towns away, but if you do hear from him, please let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And I have these flyers that I printed out. And it's got his photo on it and the number. So would you mind just taking it
says missing. It's got little tabs.
Yeah, it's on milk cartons. It's fine. Yeah.
I would definitely take a few.
Thank you so much.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
Please let me know if you do find him, so I can stop worrying.
I will absolutely.
Did you find him?
No. Okay. So let me think about this for a second here. I think we'll
1,000.
Okay, so we'll try to get this done pretty quickly here. Roy.
That's me.
You open your eyes to the familiar sight of the TV in the family room, playing some late-night rerun of a wrestling match. Was that Andre the Giant in the ring against Killer Khan?
You already read this.
It kind of looked like them, but it wasn't them. Why was the sound off? From the comfort of your recliner, you look around half-heartedly for the remote. Nope, nowhere to be seen. Damn kids must have hidden it again. You scratch your belly and lick your lips, tongue dragging across your rough, dry teeth like lizard skin across desert rocks. From the kitchen, you can hear running water and the clink of either dirty dishes being cleaned or clean dishes being put away.
I try and get up.
You do.
I stumble towards the kitchen slowly because I'm tired.
For you.
And you see Greta standing at the sink doing dishes very slowly, her back turned to you.
Greta?
And she turns around and she looks like she's about 80 years old. Roy, where have you been?
Why'd you stop wearing makeup?
Well, no need with no husband around. It's been 30 years. Where have you been?
Some stuff came up with work.
Work. It's always work with you, isn't it? And you see the right side of her face start to droop. The skin
she's having a stroke.
sagging.
Well, it's always dishes and kids with you, so...
Well, who else is going to do them? And she goes to put a plate down, and her wrist goes snap, and bone protrudes through the desiccated skin. Oh. Why, Roy? Where did you go?
I should have been here.
Yes, you
But I
should have.
couldn't.
The children have been waiting.
I couldn't be here. You wouldn't understand.
It's true. Your work comes before all of us.
I'm saving lives.
Well, don't tell me. Tell the children. And she points behind you. Boink.
And I'll turn around.
And you see all of your children, even the missing ones and dead ones, all standing there, gathered in a group. And they're all wearing white face paint, as if they're mimes. And they begin to pull you with an imaginary rope closer and closer, and you can feel your body drifting across the floor towards them. And just as they're about ready to pull you into their midst, you hear a faint calliope music from below. And that's when a lightning strike jolts you awake in an upstairs bedroom at Blaine Manor. And you hear the sound of rumbling thunder outside, retreating, and hot tears sting your eyes.
Oh.
You wipe them away and stare up at the ceiling. Rocky. You open your eyes to see the blank, unassuming white ceiling above your bed, softly illuminated by moonlight from outside, the skeletal shadows of tree limbs clawing at the stucco paint. You've been staying in one of the rooms upstairs at Blaine Manor for a week now, merely because it's the most convenient place while you continue to investigate Charles's evidence in the secret caverns far, far below the house. Between your experience in the cathartic arena and what Roy has told you about this location, you're starting to feel quite comfortable in these new surroundings. Which is why you're unnerved when you hear an unfamiliar shuffle in one corner of the bedroom.
That's my thing.
Can't hear it on the
damn.
podcast.
Going to slowly reach back and under my pillow for my gun. And
it's not there.
Copywritten.
It's a crepe.
Who put a mayo crepe underneath my pillow? That's just gross.
Love you.
I don't know who you are or how you got in here, but I have a gun, a loaded gun, sitting right here under my pillow. It only take me quite a short amount of time to pull it out and kill you. So if you do not wish that to happen, you should probably come closer so I can see you with your hands visible and explain just who you are.
Oh, you know who I am.
Daddy?
Papa?
Pa, is it you, Papa?
Who do you think you're fooling, Rocco?
Really only myself at this point, quite honestly.
Truer words were never spoken.
What do you want with me?
I want to see you. Sit up for a moment, let us chat.
Very slowly and very cautiously just kind of push myself back up against the headboard to kind of slide up and prop myself up a bit.
And you see in the corner a hulking mass of tendrilled shadow, which is apparently impenetrable to any of the light that's coming in through the window. That's better, Rocco. How have you been?
Well, you know, with everything that's been going on, honestly, it's been a bit of a handful. Oh, am I to presume that you are this... how did they put it in that tape? Pillar of space I've heard so much about.
Aren't you the clever one?
If only my father would have told me that.
Oh.
Daddy's boy.
Papa?
Well, listen, time is running out. Our transaction is nearly complete. Are you ready for the next steps?
If it involves going to some sort of 12-step recovery program, no.
Well, it might be very difficult to recover from this. And he starts whistling a tune that you recognize as
Rick
Send
Astley.
in the Clowns. And it leans forward, and you see Jack Whiteside's face. But it's been painted up to look like a clown, and beneath the grease paint and the red nose, you can see a distinctly feline appearance. And that's when you wake up at the computer console downstairs in the cavern, fallen asleep yet again, face down on the keyboard. You got the imprint. But you can swear that even down there, you can hear the distant sound of rumbling thunder. But you know it can't be true this far underground.
It's a screensaver.
Pippa,
Yes.
you open your eyes, blinking at unexpected bright blue skies and golden sunshine. To either side rise tall fronds of verdant green grass, and you realize you are flat on your back, staring up at the heavens. The soft whir of crickets and other insects melds with the susurration of a delicate breeze which teases the flora, tickling it into graceful motion. For a moment, you just want this feeling to go on forever, this sense of time and place and quiet intimacy with nature. Then you hear someone clear their throat a few yards away, followed by the unmistakable scent of cigarette smoke. The unmistakable scent of cigarette smoke.
It's a smoking man! Run! I'm trying to think, did Chuck smoke? You don't
I'm sure he
know.
had cigars.
Right,
from time
I
to
wouldn't
time.
know
I
that,
don't
yeah.
think he ever had cigarettes.
Yeah, I think you're right, yeah. All right,
Why
I'm
don't you
going...
come over here and give your mother a kiss?
Hello, we are ready to go. All right, so I'm going to slowly turn towards the person.
Okay, so you sit up,
Yep.
and you see immediately that you're back on a property that once belonged to your family long, long ago. In your childhood. They owned a small log cabin on a fishing pond. And, time and death of the family members and taxes actually took that away from you. But on the porch is your father, smoking a cigarette. Hey, Pippa.
Guten Tag, Zigaretten.
About time you woke up.
Papa?
Yeah, come on over. Don't be lounging in the grass.
Hesitantly go over to my father.
Question mark.
Did you have a nice nap?
I do feel refreshed, yes.
Oh, it's nice.
Beautiful here.
Yeah, it's like it always was.
Same as it ever was?
Mm-hmm. This is not your beautiful wife.
Whoa, Dad.
Or is it?
So, what is this place? Why am I seeing this?
I don't know. This is just a memory. It's pleasant enough, don't you think?
It's a good memory. Yeah. It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
Should have listened to me about those cigarettes.
I know. I'm so sorry. I didn't see the heart attack coming.
It's hard to see those things.
True.
A bus, maybe.
But I should have listened to you. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm me. How are you? You're still out there in the real world.
Good. I'm actually really good.
Any grandkids?
No, not yet. Focusing on my career.
Well, I get it. You were always that type.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine with me.
But I'm happy.
Good. As long as you're happy.
I'm happy.
Good.
I keep telling myself that.
I'm happy. I'm Dad.
What the hell?
And so the two of you while away, I don't know, the better part of an hour just talking about old times. And is there anything in particular you wanted to ask him?
Was there anything that you left behind for me? When you passed, I didn't have any closure.
No, I'm sorry about that. I didn't. I thought we'd have more time.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean, other than my belongings, that's what you got. But
yeah,
that's about it.
Not really what I needed, but this is helping.
Good. Well, look, I'm sorry, Pippa, but I've kind of overstayed my welcome here. I've got to move along.
Can I have 10 more minutes?
They're giving me...
Not with you. I want to go swimming.
Yeah, you can go swimming. Look, we won't meet again for a while now, but don't you cry, okay? You'll always be my special gal. And one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Keep a lookout now, because you never know when lightning's going to strike next. And that's when you wake up in bed trembling. The last vestiges of a lightning flash outside your window, and the rumble of thunder shaking the foundations of your home. And that's going to be it.
Yay!
Tune in next time as we play another reel of the Lovecraft tapes. All right.
The shortest case yet.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's move straight along to hashtag Recommendos, where we share some of our geeky obsessions. Please roll D100. Highest goes first.
These hundreds.
Yeah, I got a 79.
Oh, not nice.
All right. So it looks like it's going to be me, Matt, Brian, and Gabe. So I'll start us off tonight.
Really.
My recommendation is for a movie called Coco D. Coco Day. It's from 2019, Swedish, directed by Johannes Nyholm, starring Leif Edlund, Ylva Gallen, and Peter Belly. It's about a young couple and their daughter who are on a beautiful holiday in another country. They go out for dinner. The wife eats a pizza with some seafood on it, which doesn't really agree with her. She actually breaks out in hives and has it was an anaphylactic reaction to it. And she has to be hospitalized, helicoptered out of there. And they go. But the daughter, who also had a bite of the same pizza, is unaffected. And so they go to the hospital and have to stay overnight there. Wake up the next morning, and it's the daughter's birthday. But unfortunately, the daughter died during her sleep overnight. So
the mother did, or the daughter?
Daughter did.
Oh,
damn!
Unexpectedly. Pizza. Yep. So cut to many months later. And as you can imagine, the couple is not doing so well. Thanks, Crossy. Appreciate that. The couple's not doing so well. Their marriage is sort of on the rocks. They're sniping at each other. And but for whatever reason, they're taking another vacation. This time they're going to go camping in another country. Just pick a spot and pitch their tent and go. So they set up camp and awake the next morning to find a strange group of sideshow circus folk who torture and kill them.
Really?
And then they wake up the next morning. It's actually the same morning, over and over, a series of Groundhog Days where they must confront and try to escape their tormentors repeatedly. Now, this isn't a comedy, but there are some darkly humorous moments, very sadistic. It is very unpleasant to watch, but also like this undercurrent of dark humor. That's pretty rough. It is a visceral metaphor for grief and finding your way to forgiveness, as you can imagine. And what I think, I would not recommend this to anybody who doesn't have a strong stomach. There is animal death, there is people death, there is kid death, all the good stuff, honestly. But if that sounds like fun to you, then have at it. I actually really enjoyed this. That's why I'm recommending it. And it also has these beautiful set pieces of practical puppetry and animation. And I found it to be a harrowing experience watching this, but also healing ultimately. So,
what's it called?
Coco D, Coco Day, or Da, if you wanna. Some people call it that. So,
How do you spell that?
It's Coco dash
Like Coco D, Coco Da.
Yep, exactly right. So that's my recommendo. Check it out. I saw it on Shudder, I believe. So let's move along to Matt.
All right. So, new case, fresh new set of recommendos. So I'm gonna do something a little different this time. Is it a game? Kinda, not in the very traditional sense, though. Tonight I'm going to recommendo a little something called Blaseball, not baseball, but Blaseball with an L in there. So what it is it is this internet simulated baseball league, but unlike a regular baseball league, this thing has whole seasons that play in a week. From Sunday to Sunday is the length of 1 week. During this time, every single team in the league plays 99 total games. It runs pretty much nonstop all week, except for a few periods in between, including the Earl and late siestas. And during that time, you can, bet on teams to try and make money. You do things like buying snacks from the concession stand, which allow you to earn money through certain conditions, like your favorite teams winning or losing. You can earn money off of your favorite players, throwing a strikeout or hitting home runs. And it's just really fast paced. It's really wacky. It's always changing. There's always something happening. Um, just as a little taste of something that happened recently. One of the rules is that at the end of the week, everybody from all the teams gets to vote, and those votes are then used to change the rules for next week's season. And it allows people to steal players from other teams or give their players better stats. Or one of the things that you can do is bring players back from the dead, because in the world of baseball, it's not super uncommon for a rogue umpire to incinerate players on the field when they're playing under a solar eclipse. So there was a player who went by the name of Chorby Soul, and what happened to her is at the end of the previous season, she was incinerated by a rogue umpire. And during that voting phase in between seasons, another team not only managed to drag her from one team to their team and then use a separate vote to bring her back to life, to put her on their team. Unfortunately, within the first few games of the next season, she was immediately incinerated again. It's weird. It's wacky. It's a lot of fun. There's a really great community, because it really hits that pocket between people who love sports and people who love being creative. There are like literal whole internet fandoms based on this thing. People literally like take on the mantles of players and give them Twitter accounts and life, and there's fan art. There's a team for pretty much everybody out there. It's really great. We got people like the Seattle Garages. You have the Breckenridge Jazz Hands. You have the Chicago Firefighters, or my personal favorite team, which is the best team in the league, the New York Millennials.
Oh, bandwagon. Okay.
Yeah.
I like them because they're the best. That's you.
Actually, our team is fucking terrible, but we have fun with it anyway. We are currently 23-36 in the league. So
That's pretty good.
Playoff bound.
Yeah.
What's a league?
Yeah. So it's free to get into. It's a whole lot of fun. It's fast paced. It's wacky, and I've just been having a really good time with it, using it to fill time in the gap. So, if you're looking for something really fun and kind of wacky and out there, check out Blaseball, and pick your team and start rooting, because it's a good time.
Cool. Sounds like fun.
I'll root my team.
I believe it's Brian up next.
I believe it is.
All right. How about it?
I'm going to recommend a sci-fi Korean film called Space Sweepers. It's on Netflix. So it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic. Earth is this haven for only rich people, but it's in trouble because they've colonized Mars, and the person who owns Mars wants to do away with Earth, so everybody has to go to Mars. The story, however, is about these junkers that all come together and work as a team to junk that's around the planet and turn it in at the space station. They're junking this old spaceship, and they happen to find a 7-year-old little girl / robot that the people from Mars have been looking for, and have put it out as she's a experimental bomb that could kill millions of people at any minute. So the whole journey is to this group of people trying to do the right thing, but the right thing for themselves at first, because there's a huge reward. So they're trying to get the cash, and then they all become attached here and there to the little girl. And I just thought it would be a nice, lighthearted, fun sci-fi, the art style and the CGI and stuff. I love that from Korea. They have such creative outlook. But it really turned into a really, really good story. And and interesting ending, surprising ending. So, highly recommend it. It actually has Richard Armitage in it from The Hobbit. So definitely check it out. It's called Space Sweepers. It's just a fun romp. It's on Netflix.
Cool. Thank you. We'll check that out. And Gabe, why don't you finish this up here?
I'm gonna do something I haven't done before and hope that it doesn't get vetoed.
Wrestling.
This is my unrecommendo. It sucks. Don't do it. It's trash. And that's NBC Peacock. It's it's a terrible streaming service that shouldn't exist. I had to get it because the WWE Network got purchased by NBC. So now I have to watch my wrestling on this ungodly, horrible app that censors wrestling, doesn't have everything that the WWE Network had, makes it so you can't start a live show from the beginning. So if I want to watch the whole thing and I'm late, I have to wait until it's over, wait until the post show's over, then start it from the beginning, which is super fun because that meant I was working on the night of WrestleMania and I didn't get to start WrestleMania until 1 a.m. Because it's such a great streaming service. If you're not in the US, you are lucky and you don't have to deal with this horrible Xfinity ran bullshit. Here, I can spin it good. Here's my recommendo. Here's the recommendo. Get a VPN so that way you can look like you're not in the United States and you can get the WWE Network.
Which is why, coincidentally, today's episode is sponsored by NordVPN, right, guys?
No, I will not specify which VPN. I am not a hooker. Just get a VPN. Get Siphon. But yeah, so that's my unrecommendo. I guess if you love The Office, then maybe you want NBC because they have The Office, and I know that people watch The Office, but I watched it once. So I don't need to again. And
I think you can get it on DVD for fairly cheap nowadays. So
yeah, I'm sure you could steal it too.
Same with WrestleMania.
Well, you can, but it's harder. You can't steal it that night as easily. But yeah, so that's my NBC Peacock is terrible. It advertises live sports, but the only live sports it has is soccer, which is terrible. So there's my unrecommendo. I think it's the first ever. You're welcome.
And last. All right. Thanks, Kate. And that's it for this episode of Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, you can find us at lovecrafttapes.com with links to all our hashtag recommendos and social media channels, including Reddit, YouTube, and our Discord server where you can chat with us in real time. You can find me on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes.
And if anybody wants to, chat with me about why the New York millennials are the best, you can hit me up on Twitter at @TheRealWeirdKid.
And if anybody wants to hear more stories about Bugsy's youth, you can find me at Lovecraft Gabe.
If anybody out there knows a good assistant, reach out to me at Brian Podcast, please.
Until next time, roll for Bat Phone. Commissioner Gordon. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thanks for everybody watching on Twitch.
Bye.
And or YouTube later. That was really fun. I appreciate all the tips, guys. That was very nice of you.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.
Yeah.
Dope. All right, have a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Stopping the stream and